When I first decide to put on a play, the way I approach it is obviously I read it many, many times and take copious notes because I want to really look at the text very closely and interrogate the text and ask questions about the text. Then I also read a lot about how the play came to be written. In this case, obviously, I read a lot about Ibsen. And then I think about, as well as how to create the world of the play, which obviously I'm very interested in, is how I'm going to work with the actors. And I'm very interested in the writings and the works of Stanislavski, so I'm very Stanislavski based. So I think about all the exercises that I'm going to do with the actors and so on. But essentially it's about creating the world of the play. So I also have long discussions with the designer. I've worked with Kevin Jenkins. This is our 16th play together. So we have a long discussion after we've both read the play about how we see the world of the play and how we see the design and so on. And then I also talk to James Turl, who's the lighting designer. We all meet together. I talk to Mike and Pippa about the stage management and so on. So, you know, there's a lot of ingredients. I engage with the creative team and the actors. Very early on, I talked to the creative team before we've even auditioned the actors to talk about how we're going to create this play and how it's going to look, how it's going to sound and so on, about all the sort of possibilities with it and all the intricate bits of stage management and so on. So a lot of that is talked about and decided before the actors even come on board. Then obviously we have to do the auditions, and instead of people coming and reading bits of text, I like to do a whole day's workshop so that people can work together. I can see how different actors work with other actors and so on, and it's an enjoyable day so that people don't get nervous because they've got to come in and just do a piece of text. They can really enjoy getting to know the play and doing improvisations and doing all sorts of things around the play. And we talk a lot about obviously how we envisage doing the play and so on and so forth. I'm often asked why I choose certain plays. We do have a committee for Pepper's Ghost and we talk about plays at the committee meetings. And I think, obviously, I'm very keen on certain plays and I put it before the committee, and I think the plays that I'm particularly keen on are plays that have some kind of moral dilemma at their heart. I like to do lots of plays. We like to do lots of different plays. We've done Shakespeare, we've done modern plays, we've done classics and so on. And sometimes people think we've done plays that are very dark, that are very challenging, and we do. And somebody once said to me, "You don't do comedy, do you?" So that's why we actually put on Midsummer Night's Dream to prove that, yes, we can do comedy. And with the sister company, The Play's the Thing, I just done Abigail's Party. So I like to do a range of plays, but I am very keen on the plays with this moral dilemma. And of course, this is a play which has got it in bucket loads. I think what Ibsen is saying, a lot of people have said that this is a feminist play, and indeed Ibsen is a man ahead of his time. But it's not a feminist play as such, and Ibsen was actually quite uncomfortable with that term. It's a play about humanity. It's a play about people being able to be free to be who they are. And women were very restricted at this time in Norway and indeed in our own country, in that they weren't allowed to take out loans, they couldn't vote. And obviously in this play, they're seen as property, that Nora is seen by Torvald as his property. He's a kind man, he thinks he's looking after her, but basically she is his property and she's treated like a doll, like a child. I think what Ibsen is saying, this isn't right. This isn't how human beings should be treated. Everybody has a duty to find out who they are. And if they don't, we're missing out on talent, we're missing out on all sorts of things. And I think that was quite an incredible message for its time. The producing side is obviously the side which a lot of people probably would find quite dull and boring. It's about getting the money, doing the budgets, doing the marketing, which actually I do enjoy. I do actually enjoy sort of doing the budgets and trying to get grants and thinking about how we're going to pay for it all. So I quite like spreadsheets and all of that. But I also really enjoy, the bit that I really enjoy is the directing. And what I enjoy most about that is I like working with the actors, obviously, and I like seeing that come to life and help them to nurture and develop their performances. I'm not a director who sort of says, right, this is where you would move, this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to say it, because I think actors find it for themselves. You facilitate that. You give them a creative environment where they can find that for themselves, and they always do. I love working with the creative team. I love creating the world of the play with the creative team and with the actors to transport the audience into a different time and a different period. And that's what I absolutely love about it. And I really like this stage of it when we're in the get-in and you're seeing all the elements come together to produce something that's going to be fantastic. I think people should come and see this play, firstly, because it's a superb piece of writing. Ibsen never ceases to amaze me. I keep finding things, we all keep finding things, and it's just a brilliant play. It's a brilliant cast. They've worked so hard and so well together, and it sends tingles down my spine, and the ending is going to make me cry every single night. It is just riveting. And it just looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. You know, it's all come together, and I am really, really proud of it. And thank you to everybody who's just been so amazing.